What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? So listen, I really don't know how long. When I say I don't know how long, y'all might get a short video today because it really has not been that much stuff that's been going on in the news this week. Stuff has been slowed down. But, it is what it is, and I'm kind of happy for it because a bitch is tired. Let me just tell y'all what just happened because I'm recording this before I go to work because I literally just came back from the ear, nose, and throat doctor. I've been having some irritation on my right, not my right side, my left side, y'all. All right up in here, and it was bothering my ear. Y'all know the ear and the throat, all that shit, the nose, it's all connected. That's why it's called the ear, nose, and throat doctor. I had went there just to make sure everything was all to the good. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. I do got a little bit of paranoia. I told y'all that already, So I would take something, just one little thing, and then my mind would make it seem like it's so fucking big, bitch. Like, oh my god, you would think the fucking worst, and that's not what it is. So I just said, Ashley, calm the fuck down. Just go to the doctor and see what's going on because it's been irritating me. It's not hurting, but it just been irritating me. Just felt like some shit was going on in my throat and a few days ago when before I made the appointment or after I made the appointment actually I got up and it was like no matter which direction I put my head at, leaning over, it's tension in my neck, and then I just bent down like that, and I just got real dizzy or whatever. I started to stand up, get dizzy or whatever. The only way that I just felt stable, it just felt like my balance was off. So right then and there, I knew something was going on with my inner ear and shit like that. I said, "Bitch, don't tell me I got vertigo." I go to the doctor. Baby, it's like he was reading my thoughts. He was like, "Girl, ain't nothing wrong with your throat." Okay, because he looked down my throat. But what's going on, I told him about the ear shit. He said, "Yeah, you got a certain type of vertigo, but it'll probably go away on its own." So, that's that. I said, "Yeah, I already know that. I looked that shit up." Then, come to find out, the spit gland or the saliva gland that I have on that left side is swollen and inflamed. So that's what was my irritation. I said, "Bitch, ain't that about a bitch?" So now I gotta suck on lemons for the next few days or whatever. Suck on lemons or suck on some sour candy to get my saliva glands to, salivate. There you go, bitch. Get your words. And then stay hydrated. And then give me some antibiotics. Bitch, I said, if it ain't one thing, it's another. And thank God. He was like, your throat's not bad or nothing. Your ears look good. There ain't no cancer down there. I said, you know what? Thank God that you said that shit. It's like he was reading my mind. I told you. I just take it and then go to the next thing. But I'm all good. So I'm glad it was just minor stuff. But like I always tell y'all feel something going on and you know that it ain't fucking right. Don't just sit on that shit until it get worse, okay? Go get that shit checked out. That's why I hope you got insurance. Put that motherfucker to use, okay? But anyway, moving on from that, cause like right about now, it's irritating me to even talk. It feels like a little burning sensation on this side, just literally right here. I said, But moving on, I'm all good. I hope everybody has had a good weekend. It's been a good weekend and a good week so far. It's been really, really nice. Everybody's talking about the drama. Um, I'm just gonna touch on this right quick because I'm tired of it. And I'm kind of disappointed in it. The whole Pusha T and Drake beef, bitch, what a big letdown. Okay, what a big letdown for me, and maybe some of y'all. I really thought that this was about to be something that was gonna be like, oh shit, they finna come back to back, back to back, back to back, and just do some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Pusha T put his shit out. We was like, damn. First Drake put his shit out. We was like, okay, shit, bitch. Then Pusha T put his shit out. We was like, goddamn, Drake, you gonna have to come the fuck back from this. How are you gonna do it? He's not. And I said, oh, well, thanks for getting our hopes up and shit like that. This whole thing with Jay Prince coming out talking about, because he has a new book that he's going, he has coming out and he's going on a book tour about it. And Jay Prince, he's like the CEO of Rapper Lock Records, and he's been around in the game. And he's very well respected. And respected to the point where people scared to speak up to that nigga, or scared to, if he say don't do something, motherfuckers just say, Okay, and they don't do it. And I'm just like, that's that old head shit talking. So he came out and he said that he called up Drake, and a OG called and basically told him don't put nothing else out because the thing was getting disrespectful. The whole beefing and stuff with Pusha T coming at his mama and his daddy and mentioning the kid. And then, the only reason why Pusha T came out that hard was because Drake mentioned, didn't say nothing negative really in his little diss, mentioned Pusha T's fiance, so therefore Pusha T said, bitch, fuck it, I'm finna just go in on your whole family, line them up. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, Jay Prince said it was looking like it could have went somewhere where things could have happened and people could have got hurt, like physically hurt and stuff like that. He was the one that was around during the Biggie and Tupac beef. Maybe he had flashbacks to that because he did say he did call up Puffy and tell him that, shit is going down and you and Biggie ain't safe. Y'all need to watch y'all backs, and they didn't really heed the warning. We saw what happened. But see, my whole thing is this, bitch. Ain't nobody finna do shit. Drake ain't got goons like that that's finna do nothing. Okay, he gonna put some stuff out. Pusha maybe, but I don't see Pusha on no shit like that. I really felt like them two was gonna just keep it on wax, and then if something do pop off, they just need to fight each other when they see each other, and that's it. I wanted another tape. They said, bitch, that Drake had a disc or whatever that would have ended his you know. I think when that Kanye and when that Pusha and would have ended the whole thing and their whole career and all that shit, it would have been. I was like, bitch, I want to hear it. Leak that shit. Don't tell us that it's out there and not give it to us. You whetting our appetite, bitch. We want that thing we want to hear it. I want to hear it, all right? I'm on neither one of their ass sides. So, I just really wanted the beef to go on just because this is kind of good for the culture. This is hip hop. This is fucking hip hop. I want motherfuckers to get out their feelings about, oh, well, it's too harsh and it's too this. This is what happened in hip hop. You say whatever you have to hurt your opponent, to chop them down, to get the public favor and all that stuff, okay? Listen, Ice Cube and No Vaseline. Hit him up. First of all, fuck your bitch in that click you claim. Come on now, like, you fat motherfucker. Like, come on, Tupac was disrespectful as shit. Ethan shit going on between Jay-Z and Nas. Talking about motherfuckers skeeting on fucking car seats, baby car seats and shit like that. Ain't nobody like you get disrespectful in rap beef, but y'all niggas too fucking sensitive these days. God damn. Okay? Y'all sensitive as fuck these days. It's just stupid, but it's good and I was just looking for the lyrical shit that would have came out of it because these are two people who can actually rap, not these little fake ass, beefs that happening. Like, why don't rapper Jay Prince? Jay Prince don't give a fuck about that 6ix9ine nigga and Chief Keef and all them and Uzi Vert and Rich the Kid. Bitch, before a few days ago, I didn't even know who the fuck a Rich the Kid was. Everybody know Lil Uzi. If you don't know his music, you know how he be, with the shoulders and his little dressing and all that stuff. I actually like Uzi. I don't care. I ain't never really listened to his music like that. But the person, I like his persona. He is interesting to me, okay? He's very funny and he seems like a really cool dude. I don't know what the beef was between him, Rich the Kid. I don't even know who the fuck Rich the fucking Kid is. I guess dude said something on Instagram or Twitter or whatever that he don't fuck with Uzi or don't like him or whatever. And Uzi just said, fuck that tweeting back and forth shit. I'm just going to roll up on your ass. And that's exactly what he did. I guess everybody was shocked because we weren't expecting that shit to happen with them. And at least with Uzi and, had Rich the Kid shook a little bit. We saw the video, okay? I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That motherfucker jumped over that goddamn counter to get away. Like, come on. But... And Uzi was in the club chilling the later on that night, like ain't shit else happened, And I don't know, it's stupid. And then it's 6ix9ine, whoever the fuck this little rainbow bright nigga is, who wanna be a nigga so bad, um, who used to be a point duster. I seen his photos from back in the day, all that shit. And going at Chief Keef, we saw that video too, bitch. Let me just tell y'all something. Y'all keep playing around with these niggas out here in Chicago, okay? Everybody got them goons in every city that's fucking crazy. And I don't even fuck with Chief Keef and them, but them motherfuckers is crazy as shit. Okay? They really are crazy as shit. These are the niggas that really ain't got shit to lose. I told y'all my cousin associate with them because my cousin used to fuck around with Chief Keef. And so that's how I know of him. I never met the motherfucker, don't want to meet him, but bitch, they all associated, so you know all of them up into this shit. They chasing each other back and forth as to where they go. You giving out shots and stuff. I'm like, just let that shit go. Y'all shooting at hotels, and it's just a lot. Okay, that's what we should be worried about. Well, not necessarily, because honestly, if them niggas shoot at each other and they get shot, I'm just gonna be quite honest and tell you I wouldn't give a damn. And I'd be like, well, it's what happened. Because I mean, if you want to play that gang shit, you know, you live by the bullet, you gonna die by that bullet or get hit by that bullet. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all playing, and that's what y'all chopping up. So whatever, y'all tell me how y'all felt about that little shit. But Drake, he gonna be all right. Controversy sells, okay? As we saw with this whole Kanye shit, controversy sells, all right? No matter what, if somebody say they canceled and you and your feelings or whatever, Drake is one of those artists that's gonna always still come out on top. When his album drops, I thought it was supposed to come out this June. I mean, June is, we still in the first full week of June, but um, whenever the fuck that motherfucking Scorpion drop, it's gonna go number one, and whatever single come off of it, it's still gonna be at number one. That single gonna go to number one and be on number one or in the top 10 for a few weeks, like it always do. And his album gonna be number one on top Billboard 100 and Billboard 200. So it is what it is. It ain't gonna hurt him. Speaking of Kanye and canceled motherfuckers, some of y'all, you know, I can't even get mad because I'm the type of person, like I said, just because I don't fuck with somebody don't mean that y'all gotta fuck with them. But when I come off and say certain things, it's because I see certain people on my timeline who say, oh, that nigga canceled, or oh, I ain't fucking with this and I ain't fucking with that. But as soon as they drop something, as soon as a project of theirs come out, they tweeting the complete opposite about it. I see a lot of hypocrisy and contradictory stuff that's been going on social media ever since Kanye dropped his album this past Friday or whatever. He flew all the motherfuckers out there to Wyoming just to listen to, what is it, 7 songs or whatever. Like I said, this is a fucking EP. Quit calling these albums, these fucking project albums, if they less than 10 songs, okay, bitch. No, them fucking EPs, especially 7 songs, bitch. No, a full album, I need at least 40 minutes on the album, okay? Give me almost an hour, and then we can call that shit a real ass album, in my opinion, okay? Because I feel like you playing with my emotions when you do shit like that. I be getting into it right when I'm getting into it, bitch. Where's the rest of the tracks? Oh, you're gonna have to wait a year or so before I get the next album out. No, don't play with me like that, okay? Don't do no shit like that. But a lot of niggas said that they was canceling Kanye, and obviously not really, you know, because as soon as the album came out, y'all was bumping that shit and doing what y'all wanted to do with it. And I know sometimes curiosity killed the cat, so, you know, you went on ahead and listened to it to see if it was worth the hype. And some people said it was, some people said it wasn't. I wouldn't know because I haven't listened to it and I won't listen to it. I haven't listened to Pusha T's and I won't listen to that. Y'all already know why, because of that album cover. But I really wasn't checking for his album anyway. But, you know, it is what it is, and I'm not surprised at the wishy-washiness of, you know, people. One day you talking down about this person, and then the next day you praising them and you giving them passes for the same shit that you don't give other people passes for. Okay, y'all not gonna give Stacey Dash a pass because when that bitch come out with a movie, if she ever come out with a straight to DVD, or I should say straight to BT movie, y'all not gonna watch it. Um, you know, the whole shit with a lot of people. So Omarosa and all that stuff, y'all not gonna give her a pass. And Kanye in the same fucking boat. But okay, you know, you do what you gotta do. Y'all made that nigga album number one, which we already knew was gonna happen. You wanna know why? Because controversy sells. This was a big ass PR stunt that worked in his favor. He lives with the Kardashian, and therefore he goes by the rules of the Kardashian. Attention seeking stunt sales, okay? Controversy fucking sales, and that's exactly what it is. And like I just said, even if you don't fuck with Kanye, some of these people made it to the point where they was like, oh shit, let me look into this to see exactly what the hype is. And just because even though I don't fuck with this nigga, I need to just see what it is just to see what it is. So they gonna go ahead and listen to it regardless. They might not listen to it again, but you still gave them a listen, you know. And it is what it is. And he come out, they talk about some he confirmed that he has a mental disorder and he was diagnosed with it. And he's saying that, it's his superpower. I don't like when people we got too many, and I'm gonna talk about Kate Spade in a minute. We got too many instances that you have people in the African American community, especially, who have mental disorders, all right, who have these disabilities, who are having mental illnesses and breakdowns and going through depressions and all this stuff. And that is nothing to be taken lightly. Okay. I don't take anything like that lightly. And we are just now getting to a point where more African American people are actually speaking up about being mental or feeling certain ways and trying to get help for it. Because so for some reason in our community, it's a fucking taboo. Okay. Oh, I'm feeling this way. I don't know what's going on. Oh, just pray to God and it'll be okay. Go talk to your pastor. No, you can do that in conjunction with going to the doctor and seeking help, and so that they can see exactly what's going on. I know some people don't like to be on medication because it make you feel funny or whatever, but there are other options. At least you know that you have something going on, and you need to seek outside sources besides your church, or just just sit back and wait and see if it'll go away. No, you need help, and don't make a mockery of it. It's not a fucking superpower, okay? Unless it's telling you to just go ahead and get that shit done, and not letting it stop you. But in Kanye's sense, no, that motherfucker just, and I hate to say he crazy because we already know he had a mental illness. And then for him to come out there and he confirmed that he do have a mental disorder, that totally contradicts. See, this is what Kim needs to shut her mouth up. Because Kim, when all this shit first popped off, she came out talking about something for the media to try to put this out here and to say that my husband is doing all of this stuff because he has this mental illness. It's disgusting because you really don't know what's going on. That's exactly what she was saying. And I'm like, girl, but he just confirmed it. So shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, okay? And it is what it is with Kanye. I just, and with the rap beef too, Kanye gonna say the beef dead because just do love. Lines was crossed and all this stuff, and he don't want no parts of it. He was speaking and tweeting as if that motherfucker didn't know that Pusha had came at Drake on the album that he helped produce. Girl, shut up. Shut up. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. But anyway, did y'all listen to the album? Okay, I'm not listening to it, so y'all tell me if some of y'all, I'm pretty sure some of y'all listen to it. If y'all listen to it, put it in the comments and tell me how I feel. Because people was really hyping that album up like it was really, really good, and some people was like, y'all lying. So I don't know. It's like mixed reviews. Main thing that I've been hearing is that the production is good, but lyrically it's not really all there. So hey, it is what it is. And for I just feel away. You got people like Kofi, from Queen Sugar, Ralph Angel. He's doing this little short film or whatever, trying to put out awareness for mental illness, especially in the black community. And then, you have all these celebrities in our own community that are going through certain things, and we can visibly see it. And people get in their feelings when they say, well, are you a doctor? How can you diagnose? Sometimes you ain't got to be no fucking doctor just to say, baby, something is going on. Something is going on, and we can clearly see it. It's something ain't right up there, okay? And you need to come downstairs and go answer that door and get help for it, okay? Speaking of that, let's just go on into it. The whole thing with Kate Spade, speaking of mental illness and depression, and for those that don't realize, depression is a mental illness, okay? Depression is something that you should not just sit back, especially for certain people. Some people don't just sit back and think that it'll just go away. Sometimes if it comes too much, you have to talk to somebody. You have to go out there and get help. Sometimes you have to get on certain type of medications to regulate yourself just so you can function and won't be a danger to yourself or others around you, so that you can live your life, so that you can get some type of clarity. Sometimes, like I said, the medication don't work for everybody, but you have to open up and you have to be brave enough to go out there and be more so concerned about yourself and your health to go get some options and get some help for this, okay? So that what happened to Kate Spade won't happen to other people, because it happens all the time where depression or any other mental illness that someone is going through is just takes over them, and they wind up killing themselves. And it is so sad and unfortunate when I hear stuff like that, because it could have been prevented. It could have been prevented. And in this case, it could have been prevented. And I feel so bad for her 13-year-old daughter. And let me just, for those who don't know who Kate Spade is, because I had to look her up. I'm probably one of the very, very few who didn't know. Maybe because I'm not a girly girl like that, so I'm not into, handbags and purses and all that feminine shit. I'm not into it, okay? Um, so I would know. So I looked her up. I didn't even know that she was related. Like Andy Spade, the comedian and actor, he's her brother-in-law. Not Andy Spade, David Spade. Her husband is Andy Spade. And that was her business partner, her business and creative partner. And basically, Kay Spade built this empire from the ground up of handbags and accessories and stuff like that. It was very grassroots at first, to the point when it first started, she thought they weren't making no money, so fuck it, let's just shut the shit down. Then all of a sudden she got a hit, and her shit was being put in Saks Fifth Avenue and Barney's and shit like that. And then like 10 years ago or so, she sold her company for like $125 million. Then last year in 2017, Coach came through and brought that whole company up. Mind you, her empire was like a global empire worth like $2.4 billion. She had the money. And this is another prime example and case saying that just because these people that we see with all the money in the world, the glitz, the glamour, these celebrities, these entertainers, these sports stars, whatever, just because we see them looking all happy on the screen and being enjoying themselves playing their games and stuff like that, you never know what's going on behind the scene, because money and all that shit does not make you happy. If you're not already happy and in touch with yourself and real with yourself, this money and shit, it's not gonna make you happy, okay? If you already had issues going on brewing before you got it, it's not going to make you happy. And sometimes if you once were a happy person and once was a good person or feeling okay about yourself, you get all this fame and fortune and, success, and sometimes it becomes too much and it turns you into something that you didn't ever think that you would be. It turns you into, this introverted person, this I want to stay out the spotlight, I don't know what's going on, it's just too much pressure, too much this, too much that. And you just gotta, it's crazy, and with the Kate Spade shit, one of her sisters said when she found out what happened, because Kate Spade, they found her Tuesday hanging, I think, from a doorknob in her bedroom in her New York apartment. The housekeeper came in and she hung herself with a scarf. I know some people was like, well, how far was the doorknob to be able to hang herself, and how short was she? Anybody, if you really determined to take your life, you will make anything possible, okay? And somehow she did that. Maybe it was just she tied it real tight, and she, I don't know how she did it, but she did it, okay? Um, at this point, I don't know if it was any foul play, but they ruling it a suicide. And she had a letter, she had a note that she said in there that to her 13-year-old daughter. She had a note, I think, to her husband too, and to her 13-year-old daughter. But in the note to her 13-year-old daughter, she told her to say, don't say that it was your fault. It's not your fault. Go talk to your father. Ask your father. Now, that part, I was like, ask your father what? Then they said that, she was having marital problems, and it was a thing. I think they was about to have a divorce or something like that. I don't know. It was just a lot of stuff that was going on in the background. And getting back to one of her sisters said, when I found out about this, I'm not surprised that it happened, because she has been increasingly becoming a manic depressive. And she told her, we need you to get some help. You need to go to the hospital, or you need to go to a doctor to help regulate and get you stable and all this stuff. And her thing was, she didn't want to. They said there are many incidents where they were about to go to the hospital or go to the place to get help or whatever, getting ready to pack her bags, and then she'll pull out. She'll pull out. And her whole thing was, and reasoning was, she was more so concerned about her brand and the image that she displayed. She is this happy go lucky, I'm all good American image, and that's what she want to put out there to the world. She was afraid of what that putting out there, that she has this mental illness and something is going on, how it would affect her brand. And for the life of me, I don't understand why mental illness is still such a taboo with a lot of people, and why is it that, I know some people look down on it, and I don't understand it, because it's not their fault that you are a depressor. It's not their fault if you're schizophrenic or bipolar or anything else that's going on and have major anxiety. It's not your fault, and it's not something that you should be ashamed of. You should never be ashamed of, speaking out and saying that this is what you got, or going and getting help for it. You should never put your work and your livelihood above your own health, okay? Because if that mental health and your regular health is not intact, your work ain't gonna be intact. Stuff like this happens, and then shit starts to falter, and you could have got help. Just get help, okay? Mental illness, it is nothing to be ashamed about, because it happens. It happens, and we need to speak more about it, especially in the African American community. Like I said before, we need to speak more about it, and we need to put it out there that it is okay to come out and say, I have this, I have that, and I'm doing good, and I'm going to deal with it. Because you don't know how many other people who are fans of yours, of this person, of that person, that you touch by saying that, and how they relate more to you, and you get some more support, because you're like, damn, well, shit, I got that too. When I've been funny, well, see, that's why I like you. I can rock with you now, because now I can relate to you on a human aspect. It's unfortunate, and I'm pretty sure some more stuff is going to develop with that story, but it's sad, and it is what it is. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Condolences to the family. Um, Moving on to some other things. Um, Issa Rae was what was the fashion award industry thing? Some CDF something, I don't know. Kim Kardashian was there to get an award, for fashion and all that shit, and I was like, for fuck what? I mean, to be quite honest, when Kim dress up, she do look nice, but it's boring, so I don't get it. But okay. And Issa Rae was the host. And so part of her opening monologue, she was just saying how, she's just about as fashionable as Kanye is when he's black. Kanye is black when it's convenient for him. And then said, just like fashion has a choice, her fashion got a choice, just like slavery or something like that. Bitch, when I seen that tweet come up, somebody was tweeting it before I actually seen the clip, because the clip is out now. I said, I know I seen the picture of Kim Kardashian on the red carpet at this event. So therefore, Issa got up there and just shitted on the whole family right there in front. Shitted on Kanye right in front of his wife. And I said, bitch, you better fucking do it. It's a joke, but it's true. Bitch, everybody be of when Barack Obama was doing his the White House correspondent dinner, and they was going in on Trump. He was going in on Trump about that birther situation, and Trump was just sitting there like this. Everybody is like Trump like, I said, nigga, take a fucking joke, bitch. Okay? But Kim ain't came out and said nothing, so who gives a shit? I mean, it was funny to me. It was funny to me. What else is going on worth talking about? My boo-boo Janet. Okay, she going through some domestic stuff. And to be quite honest, I think they kind of hyped it up a little bit more than they needed to try to make it seem like it's so much drama going on in her life or whatever. The nanny she got a phone call from the nanny. I guess the father of her child was he was out here out in LA or whatever, and visiting the son, had the son for a while, and I guess Janet wasn't there, and the nanny was there, and the nanny barricaded herself in the bathroom and called Janet and told her that, hey, he over here doing some crazy shit, okay? So you need to come check this nigga. And so she called the cops to do a welfare check, And I guess I think the nanny said it was some drugs there or whatever, but they didn't find anything of that sort, So, I mean, I have no problem with them doing a welfare check, but I just feel like they hyped it up a little bit too much, because it's Janet Jackson. They try to sensationalize it or whatever, but I don't understand why we needed to know all of that. Janet is about to go on her tour, so let her do her, okay? And there's nothing wrong with her going and checking out the whole thing with seeing the welfare of her child. That's what a parent is supposed to do. Anyway, moving on to some dumb shit. This shit with Future and that little girl that he was supposed to fly out. I didn't even really read the whole story. I heard bitch, get your words together. I read parts of it, okay? And basically what I gathered from it, this girl was talking to Future. He flew her out, and because she didn't want to fuck him, he basically left her stranded in the airport. And, she bought her own ticket to go back home. Bitch, let me just tell you something. When these niggas hit you up, who got 15 goddamn baby mamas, and then 30 goddamn kids, you do the math, okay? And they just hit you up out the blue or whatever. Y'all conversing on Instagram through your DMs, through Twitter DMs, through Facebook messaging and all that shit. He a millionaire and all that stuff. Even fuck boys, okay? And if they want to fly you out, baby, let me just tell you something. Unfortunately, you should know the game that, baby, they not flying you out just for fucking conversation 9 out of 10, especially if you're an Instagram hoe or, you look like the such, you got a big ass and all that stuff. Baby, they not flying you out just to fucking talk, bitch. We can talk on the phone. We can FaceTime, all right, if we really like that, okay? No, my first, I'm gonna fly you out to fucking fuck. That's what it is. That's how these niggas are. And the fact that she didn't realize that was what was gonna go on, he was bogus for just leaving her stranded or whatever. But bitch, I would never have went. She knew what the game was. She thought she was gonna get something out of it, and it is her right to say no. It's her right to say no, and he got in his feelings and left her ass there. I can't be sorry for neither one of them because I just never would do no shit like that. Okay, I mean, a millionaire flew me out before and flew me back the fuck home, took care of me and everything. Bitch, get into that. Okay, come on, y'all gotta, bitch. We need to understand the game these days, okay? Shit. Don't ever fly out to meet a nigga on your own goddamn dime. Bitch, you want to see me, especially if that motherfucker, and I'm pretty sure she didn't do that. I'm pretty sure he flew her out first, but she had to fly herself back. Bitch, no. At least you had the cash. I don't know. But let me just tell you this. If a nigga with money hits you up, one of these little celebrities, because I know I got some, subscribers and some viewers who probably, be in touch with some people. Some of y'all be doing some shit on the low. Okay? I ain't trying to put your business out there. I'm just trying to put you up on some game. If that motherfucker ain't gonna show you the ticket, going and coming, don't fucking go, bitch. Okay, don't do no shit like that. You don't want to be stranded and don't know how to get here in places that you ain't never been and all that stuff. No, don't do that. Okay, it's 2018. Wake the fuck up. But anyway, that was some whole histrionics. Okay, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Giving y'all a fucking whole lessons. But moving on from that, what was going on? Little Scrappy got into a car accident. Mama D up there being extra in a hospital because she used to be a nurse. My whole thing is this. I feel a certain way about people, no lie. I feel like it's unfortunate when they get into these accidents or whatever. But when people just all of a sudden, as soon as they get into the accident, they want to start uploading shit when they in a hospital bed, down there on their deathbed, or they just getting out the accident and you want to put it online. Damn, do that shit afterwards. I feel like it's better to do something like that to give you a little testimony and be proud and thankful that you're still here. Once you get home and you recuperated and all that stuff, not right then and there. Cause to me, when you do shit like that, it feel like you searching for some, you fishing for some sympathy, and you just want people to be like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" and all this stuff. Like, no, I'm not concerned about taking no pictures of me in no goddamn hospital room and tubes each and coming out everywhere. Baby, I am concerned about getting back to my health, okay? Making sure everything is intact. Don't take no pictures of me yet, okay? You can take a picture, but bitch, don't upload that shit, okay? Don't do that. But tell me how y'all feel about people who do shit like that. Sometimes it's a good thing, and sometimes that shit is on some attention-seeking type of bullshit. Um, I just want to touch on this one particular story that came out a few weeks, couple of weeks ago or so, and I didn't even report on it because I didn't feel like I felt like some parts was missing. What is it? The Xavion case. What I don't know if it was in Texas or whatever. The little boy who said four teenage white supremacists or whatever kidnapped him, and he was running down the street with his shoes off, and they was, beating him up, and he only escaped when one of them, they was over there trying to go get the gun, and he ran away, and the guy had the I hate black people tattoos on him and all that stuff. And I never reported on the thing because something about it seemed like it wasn't all the way there. Not saying that something like this don't happen. It's just that I didn't feel like we was getting everything, okay? And I know Rox had reported on it. People went in on her because she was, because of the way that she was reporting on it, which, whatever. And come the fuck to find out, the police did an investigation and they showed no proof of anything. They could find no proof of anything where to correlate the story that the boy was given about this whole thing. Down to the car, down to the place and everything. It just didn't, some certain parts didn't even exist. So it was like, that's exactly why I didn't report on it. And I don't like when people put out stuff like this. If it comes out, and I'm not saying that it's not true, parts of the story isn't true. They just said that they investigated, and so far in their investigation, they didn't turn up anything concerning or, dealing with this whole thing and correlating this whole story that this boy has said. And I don't like when people put out false narratives and put out stuff for attention. And I'm not saying that this is happening for attention or whatever, because it makes other people who are racist and who look down on us already to look at us differently as it is and have negative perceptions of us. And it has other people who are usually for, trying to go out there and fight for our rights and stuff like that and protection and stuff like that and equality to look at certain stories sideways too. Okay? We are in this fight and we don't need nobody putting out hoax. We don't need nobody putting out misinformation or anything like that when we got so many cases out here of people who are really fighting for justice and trying to get, their rights heard after stories of brutality that has happened to them, after them being attacked by people who are white supremacists or anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that the story is 100% false. I'm just saying that the investigation was ongoing and they have yet to find anything. And they have, said that certain parts of that story didn't happen because you said you was one place and come to find out, no, that ain't even happened because that place ain't even part of this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tell me how y'all felt about that. Um, but it is what it is. So the Cavs and JR, I didn't even watch the whole basketball game. I haven't watched game 1 nor 2, but I saw the clips, bitch. And even I was looking like, JR, what the fuck did y'all do? It's a possibility that they could have won. The Cavs could have won game 1, okay? But that whole fumble with JR, he fucked it up for them. I still got the Warriors, but if the Cavs win, congratulations to them. I applaud LeBron and Steph Curry for coming out and saying that, baby, if we, no matter, one thing that we both can agree on is no matter who wins, nobody has the desire to go to the White House, okay? And I'm bringing that up because the Eagles, they won the NFL Super Bowl this past 2017 Super Bowl, right? And they supposed to 2017, 2018, whatever won this year's Super Bowl. And so they, every time you win like these NBA championships, these NFL, NHL, you go to the White House, and basically less than 10 people on that team said they were going to go to the White House. Okay, and we already knew this. The team is predominantly black. They're very vocal about what they said they're not here for. A lot of us aren't here for Trump, so of course we're not surprised that they came out and said that they're not going. And this made Donald Trump salty as fuck. Okay, and so he basically put out this memo saying that he disinviting the Eagles from coming there because they don't want to stand or whatever with the protest. I mean, with the anthem. He's always equating it with the anthem and saying, want to throw the military in there and be like, oh, they want to disrespect this or they want to do this for the country and it's patriotism and all this shit when that's not even what the protest was about. Okay, shout out to April Ryan for coming at Sarah Huckabee and was like, listen, do Trump understand that we are kneeling not to protest the flag, not to protest the military, but to protest the fucking brutality and injustices that goes on in the police department against minorities? She had to come out the bag with that, okay? And I was here for it because Trump don't underfuck the stand, okay? He just don't want to open up and understand what the fuck is going on, even when you verbatimly telling them you ain't got to search for the answer. It's not that hard. We gave you the answer as to why, okay? You ain't got to figure it out because we gave it to you. And I was like, Trump being petty as shit. And I just said, with that disinviting, how are you disinviting people who said they never was gonna come? Makes no sense. Boy, go somewhere. But anyway, um, did I get everything that I was supposed to? One thing I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the Halloween movie. It's some movies that's coming out. I want to go see Ocean 8 this weekend. I might go see it after work on Thursday night if it's out on Thursday night. But I got Friday off. So I might go see it Friday. I might go see it Saturday after work. Depends on how I feel after work. But I want to go see Ocean 8. I've heard good reviews about it. Y'all know I love me some Sandra Bullock. I love me some Rihanna too. So I want to go there and I want to support. And then I also want to go see they got a movie coming out on Queen, the group Queen that was frontline by Freddie Mercury, legendary. Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody. If you don't know fucking Bohemian Rhapsody, I can't fuck with you like that because you don't know music, all right? There are many genres of music that put out some good shit, and I'm so glad that I have a wide range of musical influences and taste and all that shit, and not just set up in the R&B lane or the hip hop lane or the pop lane, bitch. Because some they be putting out some good shit. You just gotta search and find, especially back in the day shit. Not some of the shit today, but back in the day shit be some good shit. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. Viola Davis new movie. I'm so looking for it, called Widows. Oh my god, that trailer was fucking everything. I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait till this Friday when the trailer drops for the new Halloween movie with Jamie Lee Curtis. I ain't never been so hype over a fucking horror movie in my life. I love the Halloween series, okay? Let me tell you something. So the way that they doing it is, oh, my throat hurt. The way that they doing it is they're trying to, they're gonna dismiss the H2O and I think the of course the resurrection one when they did with Busta Rhymes in the reality show. That shit never happened. They getting back to the original, okay? Cause, maybe it'll address some questions that we had they left open or whatever throughout the whole series and all that shit. But I can dismiss those two. I can dismiss those two if that's what they're gonna do. But Michael Myers, I just don't understand. That motherfucker was born the same time Jamie Lee was born to human parents, and he just been burnt. That motherfucker just won't fucking die. Like, at this point in time, I don't know if they gonna bring out just this one movie and close it all up, but baby, somebody gotta die, okay? Michael gotta die, or at least Jamie gotta die. Somebody gotta die, okay? Um, that's the same thing like with the Jason movies. Jason been burnt, electrocuted, chopped the fuck up, blew the fuck up, and other people and all that shit, and that nigga just won't die. Okay, so it's like, ooh, what they feeding and going on down there at Crystal Lake, bitch. But I love those. What are your favorite horror movies? I love The Nightmare on Elm Street. I ain't gonna lie, when I was a kid, when I first saw Freddy Krueger, that shit scared the shit out of me. It was his appearance. That's what scared the shit out of me. And then I used to have dreams that he was chasing me in my nightmares and stuff like that, so I couldn't be able to go to sleep. Now when I'm adult and I be watching, I'm like, what the fuck was I scared of? This, look at the makeup and stuff. This is stupid. But it's good though. I love the Nightmare on Elm Street series. I love the Jason series. The um Michael Myers series. I should say Halloween. Um Except for that one in the Jason's movie Friday the 13th when he was not really in the movie. And the same thing was, did they do one with Michael Myers like that? Think so. But either way, I was like, y'all could have kept this shit. Year of the Witch or something like that. Could have kept that shit. But whatever. I like those movies. Hellraiser, all that shit. I'm into it. Y'all put down y'all little favorite movies, okay? Because at one point, I love when Halloween comes around, especially because on certain channels, they do like a whole bunch of old movies from back in the 1980s or whatever, the old horror movies when the slasher stuff really started coming out. And I was catching up on some stuff. I said, this is pretty good, but it's pretty stupid, but it was still good. I looked at this movie called The Prowler. Of course, I like Christine with the car. It's really nice. I like it. Y'all put down y'all little favorite horror movies or whatever. Old, new, whatever. Um, what else I got going on? I hope I talked about some other stuff. Feel like I'm missing something. Did I get that? Did I get that? Mm, whatever. Well, I feel like I got everything that I need to talk about. Oh yeah, Kenya. Kenya is pregnant. Now, if you squint your eyes real, they put this picture up when she was in this striped dress, and it's like she finally debuted her baby bump. Now, on first glance, I said, "Bitch, she ain't what baby bump." Okay, what baby bump? Then I had to squint a little bit, and I was like, "Oh, she looked like she bloated." No lie, no lie. But then they did the little sonogram. I kept my thoughts to myself. Okay, they did the sonogram, and she's pregnant, and it is what it is. Congratulations to her. Because we all thought she was not carrying, like she was going to have a surrogate or whatever. But it's cute. It's cute. Congratulations to that. Um, anyway, y'all tell me how y'all felt. And I will see you guys later. If there's any Netflix suggestions, could you please put it down in the comments because I am caught up on all my shows. Orange is the New Black comes back on just July. Usually come back in June, but now they're coming back on in July. I watched the Santa Clara Diet or whatever with Drew Barrymore. I like that series. Um, I just finished Riverdale. I also finished something else. A lot of stuff, but I need to get something else, like a series or a docu-series or whatever. Put some suggestions down on there. If you are a Hulu type person, suggest some of their shows that I should watch because I never watch anything on Hulu. I always go. I use Hulu to catch up on my TV shows that I missed the night prior. Put down in the comments any shows that are Hulu originals that you think I would be interested in and I should take a look at. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. I hope you have a great one. And I will see you guys later. Once again, shout out to all the graduates. And oh shit, excuse me. Y'all be good. Peace.